All right, and we're back. Welcome back to the Chris and Veronica Show. My name is Chris, and this is
Veronica.
And you can find us online at chrisandveronica.com. Also probably YouTube and Spotify. That's where you're watching / listening to us at right now.
We're doing both.
Right, and we have our fancy buttons. Yeah, that's always pew, 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 pew.
Oh, I miss saying pew, 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 pew.
Right, best things ever. We're having fun with our sound buttons, which is kind of fun. There's also some others. Here, hold on. Let's see. Oh, here. Okay, I'm going to play some. We're going to put on headphones and we're going to check it out. Ready? Here comes a first sound off the thing. Oh, that's a fun one. Okay, so what's this next one? What's this one? This is going to be crickets. Yeah, okay, so that's crickets. And then there's this one. Yeah. Woo-hoo, we're so excited. And then there's this one. Little intro music or something, right? And we can layer it.
I love that. Look at us moving on.
Yeah, we're here. Okay, anyway, that's a soundboard, so that's kind of fun. We did not have that before, but now we do, so that's exciting. What are we talking about today? I feel like fashion could be a thing.
Oh, I'm not a big fashion person.
Neither am I. That's why I think it's fun. It's like practical, right? Because I'm
Sure.
like a practical fashion person.
Do you think fashion could be practical?
I think so. I feel like I'm like the Steve Jobs of clothes wearing because I have like maybe 5 outfits and I don't ever change like different outfits or anything.
I've always thought fashion was so eccentric.
Eccentric, yeah. Like I'm so rich I can wear whatever I want,
Whoa.
and like I go to Fashion Week and I buy the
Yes.
thing off the model
Have
and I
you
wear
not
it
seen,
home.
Like, I watched the runway one time. That was just one time. And I was like, oh, why would I want to wear that?
Yeah. Oh, Project Runway. That one. Oh,
Yes.
right. Yeah. Well, some of them are just Tyra. We love you, but seriously, come on now. Ooh, yeah. That
I was like, because
ugh.
I am the same way, practical, right?
Yeah, very practical. Because like so 6'6", you can't really tell on video or on audio, but I am 6'6".
I'm sure they can tell. Trust me, I'm sure they can tell. But go ahead.
Yeah, right, so 6'6", and so I can hardly ever find anything that fits me. It's why like anytime I'm wearing a sweater, everything's always up, right? Like, and so I have all my sleeves are always
Even
up.
from the big and tall store?
That's the thing. I'm not big, right? I'm
No,
tall,
but tall, but
so big and tall is made for like big and tall.
big and okay. See,
Yeah.
in my mind, I thought it was for either people that were big or people that were tall. So
No,
it's
big
both.
and tall,
Oh.
right? And so that's why. So
I saw
there's
the
like
and dork.
there's specific tall stores that are like
Yes.
I can go to that are like online stores now. So right now I do a lot of like Too Tall. So like the pants that I'm wearing right now, those are from Too Tall, the number 2, and then tall like .com
Okay.
or whatever. And I go there to be able to like find things that actually fit. I remember back in the day we had to. Oh my gosh! Did you have to do this too? We used to have to go to the JCPenney catalog.
Oh,
Did you ever go there? To the
Mine was
catalog?
Kmart.
Kmart. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
layaway.
Yeah,
the blue
Kmart
light
layaway,
special.
blue light
Yes.
specials. And so, like in the back of JCPenney back in the day, there used to be people listening that are like, you'll get it. Anyway, we used to have to go in the back because this was before internet or anything like that, and it had a 1-800 number that you would call and you put in the order, or you would turn in your order form at the desk in the back, and then they would like place the order, and it would be like sent to the store, and you would then go pick it up. And that, JCPenney from the catalog. So you'd literally go and like get it from the catalog, or my mom also made a lot of my like shirts and stuff when I was younger, because all the sizes were just not like what they could be or whatever. And so, yeah.
And you are the tallest of your siblings, right?
Yeah. Tallest of my siblings, because the other ones are fairly short.
What is short to you, just out of curiosity?
I don't know. My spouse is 5'1", so that's short. Yeah.
Because, I am 5'4" and 3/4.
You can only imagine how many looks we get going into places, right? And And they're very fashionable, right? Like my spouse is very fashionable. I am not. Like I am not a fashionable person.
You are. It takes pants, a shirt, socks, and shoes.
Right. And I've got a laundry machine. And so with that, like same outfit, literally done like every 3 to 5 days or so, where like the top and the bottom is like interchanged or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, different socks and underwear and like undershirt and stuff, all that, like each day is different. But then like the outer stuff, I'm like, you can wear pants a couple times. Are you one of those people that wears pants a couple times, or do you like wear them once and they go in the like washer?
Couple of times.
Right.
Is in the same way with depending on the shirt. Like I'm a turtleneck right now, and your heater was killing me. So I'm like, okay, this was definitely a one and done because I'm hot. But no, it's the same thing. Jeans, because the more you wash them, that's the faster they
start
deteriorate.
to like break down and stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's like, so for me, like I try to like, we do laundry usually like once or twice a week.
Fabric softener or no fabric softener?
So I am as close to natural as possible in the washer dryer, and I don't do any like extra stuff with it.
I do baking soda and vinegar.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize how much it took my daughter to have slight eczema to realize how many toxins and chemicals are in fabric softener.
There's quite a few. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So there's a lot of things where I'm not like adding extra things to it or whatever. And that doesn't mean that if I go to a hotel or something else, I'm going to be like, oh, I need towels with this thing or whatever. Like you go with what's there, right?
You're practical.
Here's another thing. Practical, right? When you're in the shower, do you just like get out of the shower and onto the mat, or do you dry before you get out of the shower and then onto the mat?
You do what a normal person does. First of all,
what's that?
You put your oil on.
Oil on in the shower.
Yes,
okay.
and then you dry off.
And then you dry off.
And then you get out.
And then
you
you
do
get
your between your toes to make sure there's no dampness, and then you get out.
Right. Okay. So do you know how many heathens are out there? And you are listening right now. I know you are. You're watching on YouTube. You're listening on Spot. There are heathens that literally take a shower and get out and get water everywhere. They just like open the curtain and jump right out. They open the door, jump right out of the shower.
And leave the little
footprints everywhere, water everywhere, just like water galore everywhere. Let me tell you.
You know what else I do not like?
What?
And they know who I'm talking about right now. When they're brushing their teeth. Mm-hmm. And there's that clump of toothpaste that's left in the sink.
There in the sink. Nobody does that. You got to clean up that stuff every day.
You hear that?
Happen.
Nobody does that.
They don't.
Nobody.
Yeah, we're talking to you online people. Because like I imagine, so remember so when we were younger, whatever, we would have to go on like trips, right? And so we would share rooms with other people and whatever. And so you see how other people live. And then like, we get to a point where like I was doing volleyball tournaments like out and about and stuff and all that stuff.
Yes.
Or we would go and like share a hotel room with somebody because we're going on a vacation or something, or share a bathroom with somebody because you're sharing a house or like whatever. And I've realized that there's so many people, just heathens out there that just like get water everywhere. And then I'm wearing my socks, and as I'm wearing my socks, they're getting all wet. And then my socks are all wet, and then I've got to like go and change my socks. I just put them on, but then there's water everywhere, and I don't get it. People.
So we were a military family.
Yeah.
He was in the military in basic training. He says you leave things the way you found them, if not better, because there's someone behind you, right? Like they get time. They only have so much time to brush their teeth, to take a shower. Yeah. So that was a big thing in our home. Mm-hmm. My son and daughter, definitely, you wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, make the bed, get dressed, because you just never know what might happen.
Yeah, these are all things. Anyway, so it's a whole thing. I feel like
it is a whole thing.
Natural. Like I feel like people should just like naturally do the thing that they do, right? And like if you get out of the shower and you're all like wet and whatever, and that's in your house and like that's your thing, like that's great.
No, but it should not be a thing.
I know, but let me tell you, if you come to my house and you do that,
not only that, but think about it. I don't think the people that just walk out realize that's still water.
Yeah.
After a while, guess what? You step, it's going to be mold.
We got bamboo floors in the bathroom. Like you're going to put like all that water on bamboo floors and stuff. No, thank you. Right? Like this is not a wet room. This is not the shower in junior high where people are dying.
Or
no.
Don't they realize that, hey, you just got the mat. all wet.
Right. And now you got to like dry out the mat and everything and wash the mat. And it's a whole thing.
Yes.
I can't. I
So
know.
we can tell what we're passionate about.
Very passionate. Like too much water everywhere from people. I can't. Anyway, that's my like, yeah. So fashion, right? Because I was thinking about like as you're getting dressed and whatever, but then you've got to get ready before you get dressed. So are you a person that brushes, flosses, and gets in the shower? Or are you a person that like showers and then brushes and flosses later? Are you a flosser, non-flosser? Are you a brusher?
So it has to be at different times. Either I'll do it before the shower or after the shower. But I've seen people that go in and brush their teeth in the shower. I'm like, but you're just wasting water.
Yeah. Right?
That again, it's so when you brush your teeth, do you leave the water on or turn it off?
Turn it off.
See,
I am
things. Normal. Right? All those people that dated me and called me, I am normal.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a thing because in my mind I'm thinking, do you know how much water you're wasting?
Yeah.
So it has to be one or the other for me. And if I know that it's going to be a long event or whatever, I'll swish around some mouthwash.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So I will usually like get up, use the restroom, and then like floss, and then like brush my teeth, and then like get in the shower, get ready, get out of the shower, and then like shave, and then like do my hair and stuff. And so like that's my standard like routine. But there's so many people that will like take a shower and then wait 30 minutes and then go brush their teeth or something. And I'm like,
hold on, I can get that because there have been times that if I'm going to have, I know I'm going to be a busy day, I'll get up, take a shower, especially if it's hair washing day. But I know I'm going to be drinking coffee still and still eating. So sometimes I'll wait until before I know I have to leave. Then I'll go brush my teeth. So I'll be ready for the day.
Veronica, your teeth health is important.
But yes, this is why I want to make
Priority number one.
This is why I brush it as soon as I'm getting ready to leave. Why? Because I don't want to brush it and then get them dirty with the food and the coffee.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Your teeth, they got to be clean.
They are clean before I walk out the door because then I have the coffee and then the food and then I already floss. Are you saying you want me to brush my teeth, floss, eat, drink coffee?
Yeah. Rinse out your mouth.
And then go out and then brush my teeth again?
Yeah. Rinse out your mouth. Do all that. Because your teeth have to be clean.
But I'm wasting toothpaste twice.
Whoa. There is no such thing as wasting toothpaste. You're talking about
that to a 2-year-old.
Because your teeth, you only get one set. Well, 2 technically, but you only get one adult set.
Yes.
Unless you got a whole bunch of dentures in there.
But I'm brushing my teeth before I walk out the door.
I'm just saying, you gotta like keep it, keep everything clean. You gotta like prioritize. It gotta be first thing. Gotta do it.
But then I'm gonna have coffee breath before I walk out the door.
You could have a mint. You could do all sorts of things. You could have some sugar-free gum. There's a lot of things you could be doing.
So you know what? I think we found that we're gonna agree to disagree. Yeah. Finally.
Yeah. So one of the things, I remember in, I think it was 4th grade. This is also the one where I made the shadow boxes back in the day?
Yes.
So I made a shadow box that was a nudist colony skiing in the snow. Sorry, Veronica is sipping some water and almost like spit it all over the microphone. I said it was a nudist colony skiing in the snow. And for some reason, I got sat out in the hallway for the presentation.
What do you mean for some reason?
Right, for some reason. And for some reason, I think my teacher thought that was kind of a weird thing and not really a weird thing. I think in 4th grade.
Not.
I was just like, that's what we had. Those little like plastic people from the store, right? Yes. From the craft store. And then the like shoebox on its side with some like fluffy things inside of there. I think we used some like, cotton batting or something, and my mom's a quilter. And then I put in like a string across the thing and I made a little like thing where people are skiing up the slope. And then I had my people on there with little like little skis on their feet going down the mountain. And it was a nudist colony skiing in the snow. And my teacher thought that was not a thing. Anyway, this is also the classroom where I learned how to brush teeth because brushing teeth is a total thing. So, this is also the teacher that told me that her daughter actually gets in the shower when it's freezing cold in order to not waste water. And I was like, that is the biggest lie I ever heard. And I was in the 4th grade. And I was like, I understand conserving water. That's a total thing. But like getting in the shower when it's freezing cold before it gets hot, that just didn't make sense to me. But then, like, when we lived in Mexico, we didn't have a hot water heater for like some of the places that we lived in. And then I was like, it's actually really comfortable because it's Mexico, right? That you're taking a cold shower rather than a hot shower. So I didn't have a reason to have hot water while I was in Mexico. And I was like, oh, this is why nobody has hot water here. Because like,
that is not why,
but like, because outside, if it's like muggy and whatever, you don't want the hot water, right? Yeah. And so like, I feel like that's a very like American thing to have like hot water in a shower. But at that time, like I was like in 4th grade, I was like, what do you mean she takes a cold shower? I was like, what? How do you? Why would she do that?
However, you take hot showers.
Yeah. Well, warm. Yeah. I'm not like
I am a lukewarm.
Yeah.
My spouse is like, oh my God, it's freezing. I'm like, calm down. Yeah. It is not. It is lukewarm. Yeah. Because hot water dries your skin out.
Yeah. I do like that medium, like warm temperature where it's just like comfortable on your skin a little bit. Not like scalding.
I know, where you have to be like this.
Yeah.
My spouse will come out of the shower and they'll have
just
red
all
spots
everywhere.
And you know, they're already dark as it is.
Right?
So they're red. I'm like,
Pocket does the same thing. I'm like, you're just burning your skin. What are you doing? This is all a thing.
It makes
dermatologists do not recommend. I don't even know if they do or not, but I'm saying.
No, they don't, because again, my daughter with eczema, that is the one thing they said.
Oh, no hot water for eczema, right?
Yes, because it dries the skin out. No scented soaps and some other things.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So anyway, yeah. So me, I just 4th grade, it was a turning point about dental health, but also like, so my grandparents, when I was growing up, they said that same thing to me almost every night, right? Do
you brush your teeth at night before you go to bed?
So it depends on the day. I do definitely in the morning, every morning, no matter what, without fail, every morning. Like even like we were at the Gorge, right, for a show or whatever. Yes. And I was like brushing my teeth in the morning, and the person I was there with was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm
brushing my teeth."
Brushing my teeth. Yes. What are you doing? Right? Like, I don't know what you're doing, but this is number one priority in the morning. And that's like before I even went to the porta potties. I was like, I am brushing my teeth because it is so important, right?
Okay.
Like,
yes. But no, I'll do it every morning, but it's not to like, that's the first thing. No, I need to like wake up a little bit, but no. I hear you. I totally agree, especially camping. You don't realize what halitosis is until
like camping, everything else.
Don't brush their teeth. Like there's water right here. Do you need a water bottle? You need me to come bring you a water bottle?
That's all you need is just a water bottle. That's it. That's all you need. Yeah. And random fact, I have never had a cavity in my entire life. And I don't have any fillings. I don't have anything else. Like this is a random thing, right? This is why like it's so important to me, because I've made it to this age. We won't say how old, but very old, without having a single like cavity. And I've had dentists tell me that I have cavities, and I'm like, I do not. You can look again, right? And I actually make them redo the X-ray. And
I believe you.
They redid the X-ray, and like they were like, wait, no, it's not there. And I was like, see, I told you. Like if your little machine thingy says there's a dot somewhere, that's on your machine, and that's not on me.
That's interesting. I never really had cavities until I got older, and it was like, what is happening? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. But I even had this one person, like they were a dental hygienist or whatever, and they were like pressing really hard down on my teeth, and I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, this should hurt a lot. And I was like,
no, it should.
Excuse me.
I hope they did not graduate.
I was like, get out of my mouth. Get out of my mouth. Like, what are you doing right now?
They should not have graduated. No.
Yeah, because like he could not understand that the little image thing on the screen did not match what was in my mouth.
Yes.
It couldn't click with him because he was so used to like seeing something on there and having the person be like, oh yeah, that is painful. Whereas for me, I'm like, your machine is broken. There's nothing in here. You can look all you want and you can press all you want, but right now all you're going to start doing is cracking my teeth because you're hitting so hard on it. And so finally I told him, I was like, you need to stop, right? And it's
Did they continue? Are they still practicing? Right? I hope not.
You know how I get sometimes. Don't worry, they're still alive. But we didn't have to get the shovel out or anything from your trunk, Veronica. Don't worry. So it's that kind of thing where I also think about it as like body autonomy almost, where I'm like I know how my body feels about certain things, and I know what it feels like in my mouth and like all these things. And there's certain times where like, cause I go in for cleanings like once every 6 months, once every 3 months, depending on, and I'll be like, oh, there's still a little bit of plaque like right here. Right. And I'll just like tell them where it's at. And they're like, how did you know? And I was like, that's you just
because
know.
it's my teeth.
You know, like
yes.
you know.
Yes.
And so yeah. Anyway, teeth, dental health. It's a whole thing. How do we get on dental health again? Fashion.
Wait, no. Yes.
Because we started talking about fashion.
And this is what you get when you guys ask for Unscripted. Are you happy?
Fashion. Fashion. Here, ready? Yeah, fashion.
You know, we got the soundboard, so you wouldn't do it, Chris.
Oh, sorry.
You see how that goes? Yes.
Yeah. Just kidding. It's funny. I'm funny. It's good. We love sound effects. It's so good.
You know, pushing the button doesn't mean you have to make the sound. It's you push the button. So you don't have to
just push the button. Okay, hold on. I just did it.
Yes, thank you.
Just that without pew pew pew. So I did it at the end anyway. You're welcome. Anyway, we're your fashionistas. Thanks for listening. We'll wrap it up here. My name is Chris.
Hey, it's Veronica.
ChrisandVeronica.com. Find us online or on YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere else that you're hearing / seeing us at. That's it. Anyway, fashionistas out. Have a great day. Bye.